Hello.
Hi.
It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's the Bead Places weekly live party. Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh.
ooh.
I'm Abby,
And I'm Becky.
and we are a part of the Bead Place. We are a brick and mortar bead and yarn shop in the St. Louis area, as well as an online retailer and wholesaler of beads, jewelry supplies, and fiber art supplies.
That is correct.
And more supplies.
And more.
Other stuff, too.
Yeah.
So tonight, we will be unboxing our monthly fun pack. So each month we do a fun curation of themed goodies and we ship them off all over the world to whoever subscribes. And then we come to you on the second Wednesday of the month to open and talk about what's inside of it. Yeah. And then we make stuff.
Yeah. The subscribers should have gotten these, so no spoilers.
Yeah. So I am going to link that in chat for you while Becky tells you where you can find us normally and when.
Beadplace.net.
I meant like streams.
Oh.
Yeah, beadplace.net.
That's
definitely.
Our website.
You can find us there all the time.
Yeah, so our live streams are Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central and Thursdays at noon Central on Facebook, our Facebook page, The Bead Place, and also on YouTube on Abby Berta's channel.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a big thumbs up if you are watching on YouTube, hearting it if you're watching on Facebook, and sharing it with your friends, we would appreciate it. Otherwise, let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
Here we are.
Yeah, here's the fun pack. Why don't you show everybody your bracelet? I mean, my bracelet that you stole.
I stole it. Yeah. I will give it back. I was telling, who was I telling yesterday? I think I was telling Becca. I was like, Becky's going to think I'm never giving this back because I'm going to wear it.
So last week we did Choose Your Own Adventure with the color combo, and we made that, and it's finished now, and Abby took it.
I took it.
I'm going to have to steal it back one of these days.
We have, I think, maybe 2 or 3 more Choose Your Own Adventure. No, we have a couple more. I think maybe 5 or 6 left.
Yeah. And Abby will put that link in the chat.
I will. There. Sorry.
Yeah. So you can wear it as a wrap bracelet or a necklace. Isn't that pretty?
So
I think it's pretty. Yeah. Cool. So let's open the fun pack.
Okay.
Cute little bag. I would reuse this bag, like to put my headphones or something in my purse.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it would be a great little travel bag for jewelry or for.
Look at that.
Anything.
Let's dump out the seed bead mix.
Oh, I love the seed bead mix.
Ooh.
So
I should put it in my hand.
Our theme is sand and seas, but a little bit more colorful than sand and seas. So we had, well, I should say a little bit more colorful than traditional sand and seas. So we had a lot of fun thinking of the colors of some of our favorite beach-themed thingies. And so we did lots of beautiful warm colors mixed with cool colors and kind of just like a good smattering of kind of like beachy sky colors. We got lots of pinks and purples, coral,
seashells.
Aqua,
reminds me of seashells too.
Definitely some good seashell colors.
Yeah.
So we've got some creams, some pearlescent colors, some yellow, gold, all kinds of pretty things for you to play with. And then if you love this seed bead mix and you missed this month's fun pack, we do have the seed bead mix available separately from the monthly fun pack. Or if you love this mix and you want more to add to your monthly fun pack.
And they're in tubes just like this, right?
They are, 3-inch tubes.
Yep. Wow, this bag has a lot of cool stuff. I've seen some of this, but not all of it. So a lot of this is a surprise to me.
We went like way over.
You did go way out on this one. Yeah, I see what's in here. Wow, look at those. Yeah. These are fun. Am I shadowy at all, or is it good?
You're a little shadowy, but why don't we pop the light on and turn it down, because it might overexpose if we turn it down. There we go. That's perfect.
That's good. There we go.
So we have some beautiful kind of like honey brown, kind of golden colors of these gorgeous mother of pearl faceted shell hexagons.
Yeah. Look at those.
And then
we
have
There's two of them. These are earrings.
We did our best to pair these for you guys. We have some traditional mother of pearl, like white mother of pearl color, kind of like drop shape. And they're just so lustrous. So because it's a natural product, they're not exact matches, but we spent a lot of time picking out the best pairs out of our whole selections of them.
Yeah.
And then we made a custom vintage freshwater pearl mix for you guys.
And it goes with the seed mix.
It does. We tried to pull in all those beautiful kind of like beachy tones without making it too limiting, I guess. So we picked up on those fun kind of like easy to use colors of the freshwater pearls. And we thought that it would pair nicely with a lot of the seed bead colors that we included in the mix.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, Lizzie Jean's Artistic Chaos.
Hi, Jean. How are you? Is that Jan L?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Jan. And Jean.
Yeah.
Seashell.
So yeah, you get a seashell also, and then
this is
maybe
bag.
my favorite bag. This one that we've got coming up next.
Oh my goodness!
A lot of really special things.
Dump this out.
Yeah.
So, look at that.
So, in your monthly fun pack, you either got a starfish like this, or you got a seashell, which I think we've got. Oh no, we sold out of them. Never mind. I was gonna say I think we've got one that has a seashell, but I think the last one went today. So we had a lot of fun choosing colors that we thought paired nicely.
Yeah, the pink is adorable.
Selections. Thanks. Lizzie Jean's Artistic Chaos says beautiful colors, gorgeous beachy vibe.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call her Jean.
Okay. Alrighty. So next
these are
have
potatoes.
We have some vintage faux pearls. So these are vintage Baroque style faux pearls. And
look how pretty they are next to these.
A little bit of a different shape.
Yeah.
Baroque pearls are definitely having a moment, and so we thought that we would include some of these gorgeous kind of glowy, soft vintage faux pearls for you guys, just to add some more texture.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they were like real in that size, they would be astronomically priced.
Yeah. So, that would be way over budget.
We already went way over budget with the pearl mix, but we just wanted to give you guys enough to play with.
That's cute.
So yeah, we included some beautiful check glass rondelles in like a kind of a sand and seas tone. This has a kind of like a Picasso finish, as well as like a mint turquoise aqua finish as well.
Those are pretty. And that goes really well with those.
Mm-hmm.
And the CB mix. Definitely. Wow, that's perfect.
Yeah. There's also some little hearts that we thought to include, not only because we love the beach, but also because upside down, don't they look like mermaid tails?
Oh, they do. Oh, that's fun. And there's a mermaid too.
And there's a mermaid. So beautiful check glass mermaid in a colorway that we thought fit this pack perfectly.
And she is drilled this way from her bottom of her feet to the top of her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
I thought she was just perfect.
Yeah. Ooh, these are nice too.
Yeah. So some of those jumbo check rounds in a kind of warm sandy color. They're a little bit brighter in real life than they're showing up on screen.
Yeah. This is like what's in the treasure chest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, and some crackle.
Yeah,
I love crackle.
Kind of aqua,
bluey, greeny,
emerald.
Yeah,
it's a lot more cool color. We're skewing a little warm just from all the kind of brown tones we have from the matte, but they're a lot more kind of like watery color in real life.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
and some little bitty seashells.
Yeah,
and these are drilled too, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Some little seashell beads.
Little baby seashells.
Yeah.
And they are drilled, so you put them on earrings or something.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and then there's this guy.
Yeah. Little piece of cultured beach glass.
and a seashell.
And a check seashell. And then
oh, here's some other.
Yeah, there's more. There's more. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
We have some Mystic finished agate beads. And then we have gorgeous kind of star cut crystal beads. Would you mind putting the star cut ones a little closer, or maybe just isolating one so that they can see the shape on the star cuts?
Yeah.
So they're not quite round, they're not quite cube, but they're just really special. Jean says, "Oh goodness, love the baby shells."
Yeah. So cute.
They are.
Yeah. Oh, and then some tiny crystals.
Yep, tiny crystals also.
These would be nice next to the sea beads to give it a little bit of bling.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or I thought I'm gonna say about 10 of them.
Maybe on either side of some of the pearls and some earrings.
Yeah.
I thought would be really neat.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do earrings tonight. I see a lot of 2 of things. Mm-hmm. So I think we're gonna do some earrings tonight.
Very cool.
Yeah. And she would be really cool on a pendant. Because it's drilled this way. And yeah, I could definitely see her hanging from a pendant.
So I did want to take a moment to mention that although the baby shells are drilled, the big shell that we included in your mix is not drilled. So this is a challenge to you all. Oh. We would love to see how you incorporate the shell into your project. So we're going to maybe show some wire wrapping tonight. But this is probably, there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize this. Like you can do basket or like, what's it called? Like netting with wax linen. Or you can even just glue a bail on it. That would be fun too. But we're really intrigued by the ideas that are possible with these items. Let's see. Firefly says, "Hi, this is Sarah. I stopped by the shop earlier today. It was great seeing you guys."
Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Did you unbox with us?
Oh, I pulled you over too far.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sarah has the fun pack, and she's going to unbox it with us, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Becky, what is your what is your first project that you're thinking of?
I'm going to make some earrings.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about, I don't know, I like wrap bracelets, but you've seen me make those a million times. I think I'm going to make some earrings.
Neat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Would you mind finding me some earring findings? And some headpins?
I would love to do that.
Hooks and headpins. Yeah. I don't care what color, whatever color you think would be best.
Lizzie Jean says, "Have you wire wrapped sea glass? Mine always scratches." Yeah, that'll happen with matte finishes on glass. I like to try to use either non-copper bearing or non-ferrous metals when wire wrapping. Even precious metals will leave scratches or dark marks on beach glass, but it's less likely to happen with like higher quality metals. Another option that you can do is you can use wax linen and net it. Like you can. Like, you know how you make like a dream catcher, like where you kind of like loop through and create like a little net? You can do that to
That's cute.
Kind of encompass sea glass.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're interested in finding those products, we can help you find those products. Just message us at the Bead Place, beadplace.net, or from our Facebook page, the Bead Place. And we will point you in the right direction towards our website of what you would need to do that. So let's see. I want to make a pendant out of this, what do you call it? Mermaid. And I'm going to make some earrings. I'm going to use these for sure. And these are awesome. Maybe even these. I don't know. Maybe there'll be 2 separate pair of earrings. I'm not sure yet. I love the crackle. Gotta use the crackle somehow. With my pendant with her, I think I'm going to use this, but this has the gold on it. These both have like gold finishes on them. So maybe I would put the seashell by her.
It makes her tail look bigger.
It does. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. that way. Okay, and then on top of her, maybe a couple of these crystals, these little bitty ones. Or, no, the seed beads wouldn't go. Ooh, 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 gold seed bead. Gold seed bead. Oh, that gold is perfect. Whoever picked out the seed beads for the seed bead mix here, that gold is perfect. Oh, and they come in 8s too. 6s and 8s. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so that's my idea for the pendant. I like to make a plan and then, it changes about 8 times in the middle of making things. So, okay, so this is going to be a pair of earrings, I think. I'm going to do something with the crackle glass. I love the crackle, but I don't know what yet. There's these. I like these a lot too. So maybe I'll put those with those and maybe some seashells. Not seashells, seed beads. Words are hard right now. This is really cool, but I don't know what I would do with this. Maybe Abby would do something with this. I think she's going to try to wrap the shell tonight too, either tonight or tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, yeah, at noon central, we're going to finish what we start making tonight here. So, yeah, so check us out. I don't know what Abby's doing. Yeah. Oh, she's trying to find a sample. I never know what to say to you guys when I'm all by myself.
You're doing just fine.
We went to the ginger buffet tonight for dinner. What did you guys have for dinner? I had something different that I usually have there. I usually get like the same thing. I had a salad tonight. I was a good girl. I had a salad, and then I got some potatoes and some sausage and some crab rangoon. And I didn't get ice cream. I usually get ice cream from there, but I did not get ice cream. But I did get a couple of their cookies. They have the most amazing cookies. They're like little stars, about this big, and it's like a shortbread. And on the inside, I think it's pineapple ginger. I'm not positive, but they are so good.
They are so good.
So I put a couple in a napkin to take home later. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Did you really?
I did. I did. Because I didn't want to eat them right away.
I'm going to call the police.
Yeah, I'm full. I took food home from the buffet. I put it in my purse. But I mean, like, I was full. So I'll have them like after the stream,
Well, they would get thrown away otherwise.
Like later. Yeah, So I'm saving them.
You go back next week and they're like, you can't come back. We saw you.
Well, last week when I went there with Carrie, I went there with Carrie before my paper bead workshop. And I put a couple in my purse then. I'm like, don't tell anybody. Yeah. Let me know when there's nobody watching.
Becky.
I know.
Becky's actions do not represent Cookie Face. Oh, that's so funny.
The actions you see may or may not represent the values. Yeah. Yeah, I took 2 cookies from a buffet. I know. I'm a troublemaker. I'm a troublemaker and a button pusher. I am.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Caroline says, this kit is a beautiful mix of pearls and beads. Love the mermaid. Yeah. Glad you like it.
That doesn't go in there.
Sarah says, I did. It is even more gorgeous in person. The crackle. Yeah.
The crackle is really cool.
I love the crackle.
Okay, so my jump ring won't go through these. That kind of folded my plans with those.
Oh. Do you want me to make you a jump ring that'll go through?
If you want to. Yeah, you've got some wire in your hand. Yeah. Cool. I'll hand those to you. So let's start with my other pair of earrings first. I think I'm going to use those for that. And let me get a drink. Stay hydrated, kids. I have lemon water. It is so good. Just water with some lemons in it. Let's play with these and these. I'm thinking. Okay, so the focal will be maybe these. Let's see how these look. I've never played with these before. Well, let's find 2 that are almost the same. Here we go. It looks like you guys took care to match these up to be almost the same shape too.
We did not.
Well, I lucked out because I found 2 that are almost the same.
I was going to say most of the kits have a little bit more variety.
Okay, well, mismatched earrings are in too. So, Oh yeah, that's cute. Put one of the tiny, tiny crystals under it.
Thank you to those of us that hung out with us this past weekend, whether in store or online. We had a lot going on. We had Fix It Friday with Jenny. We had paper bead workshop.
Yeah, thank you everybody who came to the paper bead workshop. It was so much fun.
It, it was
I had a lot of fun.
it was really funny. I don't know if any of you in chat were watching the stream while the paper bead class was going on in the background.
You could probably hear us.
But let me just say, the laughter was hilarious to like listen to on the other side. Everybody was like, wow, that sounds like a party there. I was like, you have no idea.
When you take a class with me, it's a party.
Definitely.
Yeah, we were just on the other side of the chalkboard wall here. It's like a half of a soup can kind of a wall. It's a chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And it drowns out some of the noise, but obviously not enough. So
well, it's so we thought we'd hide back here because it's behind the auditorium. So it's like the area in the store that would get that noise the least.
Yeah.
Because that half circle wall magnifies the sound. So it's great for classes because
it magnified us.
Well, it's great for classes because if the instructor stands in front of it, then everybody can hear, even without the instructor having to like raise their voice.
Yeah.
So we love utilizing that for classes. It's just
I actually used the chalkboard too to draw out some stuff for my class. I felt like a teacher.
That's fun. Well,
I'd never used the chalkboard for the classes before.
You haven't?
Not for the classes. I mean,
really?
I draw stuff on it all the time, but
wow,
I drew my Vulcan hand on there, and you know, but no, I haven't used it for a class.
Let's see. Jean says those dark rounds to your left are cool. Yeah, definitely. I think these ones, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, those are fun too.
That's what I
think. Those are fun. So I'm trying to decide which way I like these, but I think I'm going to leave them like they are because mismatched earrings are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. These aren't really mismatched. They're just a little bit. That's how I like to do it. Just a little bit of something that people have to look at it and, oh, they don't match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. Okay. Where are some tools? I need a round nose.
I just want to show you guys what I've done so far. I made a spider with 4 legs. So I took some wire and I took 2 pieces of wire and I held them together and I twisted them around my round nose pliers to make a loop. Can you see what I've done? So now I have a loop with 4 tails. Let's see. Jan says, I loved the paper bead class. It was so much fun seeing all of the variety everyone made. Sue's post of her earrings and pendants were pretty. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's a good reminder for us to let you guys know that we have a Facebook group where our friends and customers can share what they're making. And so that includes you guys. So if you would want to join our Facebook group, I'm going to link that in chat for you guys. And we would love it if you would share pictures of what you're working on, even if it's not stuff from the bead place. We just love getting creative and talking. What was I going to say?
I'm wearing that shirt today. I just like talking to other creatives. My husband thinks that's all I do at work too.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Well,
we are fun employed.
We are fun employed. We are.
Cherie says, hi, Abby and Becky. Trouble tiptoed in. Uh-oh.
We were just talking about the beaded paper bead workshop, and Abby was on the live for the Bead Shopping Network at the same time, and everybody watching her live stream was like, what do we hear in the background? What's all that laughter? Oh, Becky has a paper bead workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you come to my class, you're going to have fun. Yeah. And I do teach the paper beads online as well as in person. So if you're interested in that, let us know. I make my paper beads probably different than you've seen. I've demonstrated it on the stream before too. But I do I said do one-on-one classes, online or in person. Yeah. Next week on Sunday, I'm teaching a spinning class here. A lady wants to know how to use her spinning wheel, and that'll be fun.
So you can see I've taken my tail ends and I separated them and I'm twisting them around each other. This will all make more sense in a minute, I promise.
And also on June 20th, I believe it is, the third Saturday of the month, is my next gel printing class. So that'll be fun too. If you want to learn how to gel print, it's like mono printing, and it's fun and messy and fun. Jan, who is in chat, is taking that class too. And there's another one that I'll do in person or online, like virtually. So let us know if you're interested in that.
Kathy Hornberger says,
Hi, Kathy.
Becky is a great instructor and she's fun. That's for sure.
Kathy took my gel printing class before too.
Let's see. Jean says, I was just going to ask if mismatched earrings were still in. Yep. And I feel like they're more in now than they have been within the past 10 years.
Yeah. I've always worn them, but I think they are actually kind of popular right now.
Yeah. Sheree says, we heard you and you popped in, Becky.
I did. I said hello for just a minute. Yeah. So this right here is the hardest part of a clothes wrap loop, just like the finishing of it, making the extra little tail stick down, and just lining up your loop and making it, look like you want it to look. There we go.
So cute.
Yeah. So here are my earrings. Where's the other one?
Give us a better look at that, if you would. But right ways up.
Oh.
Thank you. Jan says, yes, she is. I love all the classes I've taken at the Bead place. So much creativity, and they are always fun. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. Cherie says, are you wearing leotards and biking gear for your spinning class?
Not that kind of spinning. Spinning like Snow White, spinning the wool into yarn. No, I don't think I would make it spinning like a bike. Ugh, that's exhausting.
Gel printing is addictive.
It is. It's so relaxing and it's fun.
I know. Sue says I had a hard time finding the live on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's been a little wild lately.
Facebook's been a little bit wacky. Yeah.
We shared it to all the places, but it took a minute for it to like pop up on our page. Like even after we were live, we had to like wait a minute for it to populate.
So what I like about these ear wires is you can just make a dangle and then just put it on the little loop right there. And you can make them interchangeable. You can make like 80 of these, like just a bunch of dangles. And then put them on there and you've got an earring. It's really easy to just change in and out.
Love it.
Yeah. So there's that.
I show something real quick before I get too far.
Yes.
So this is certainly not a good job because I'm moderating a stream. But I wanted to show you guys that like I'm taking the wire and I'm netting it so that I can kind of capture the shell in
That's
there.
cool.
So like I'm going to twist these two together and then I'll twist the other two. Oh no, I'm watching on this to make sure I'm showing what I'm trying to. Thank you though. So I'll do like, okay, so I just did these two together and then I'm going to come in on the next one and then do these two. So they're do-si-doing essentially. And if I would have thought about it, I would have put beads like on the netting.
And you still can.
I still can.
You're only like half done.
Yeah.
Put just like one or two on there. That'd be cute. And the loop that you started with is on the bottom, right?
Yep. And then that way I can add a dangle from it.
Yay.
And then I'll show you guys how to tighten it once I get a little further in.
The angle of the dangle.
There are tricks to tightening it as you, after you're done, not as you go.
Yeah.
You try to keep it tight as you go, but it doesn't always work the way you want it to.
Let's see. So I'm using some of the beads from the seed bead mix. I have a couple size 8 little lavender beads there, along with one of the check glass there. And I'm going to put
Hey, Debbie.
this guy on there.
Becky,
Hi,
you're
Debbie.
getting lots of compliments.
Oh, good.
I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I just didn't want to interrupt Becky.
And let's see. Let's put something else on top of that. Because yeah, just 2. We can do 3. 3 is better. I like these, but I don't think that would go. I think these 2 are wonderful together. Let's try. There's lavender here, so I'm going to try one of these purple pearls. Now, pearls sometimes have irregular holes, but we're going to find 2 of them that work. Yeah, that one's not quite.
And these are even vintage pearls.
Yeah.
So that adds to potential irregularity.
Yeah. We're going to see if we can find 2 that'll work. I would love to use purple ones because we have that lavender on there. But we'll see. Oh, there's one.
Yay!
Okay, I don't know if I like the shape of that. We'll hold it to the side just in case. This one's cool. And these can go on these earring hooks too, because it'll just be a closed wrap loop again, and you can interchange them and mix and match them. It's customizable, personalizable.
Personalizable.
Yeah, that word that I put an extra syllable in, it turned out to be an actual word.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, it turned out to be a real word. There we go. Well, this one is the same shape as that one that I like. So, I don't know. I kind of don't like that. Let's see. You thought it was cute? It's like hanging off the side? Yeah? Well, I don't know where it went now. Maybe it's those 2. I don't know. Let's see what else can we do on top of this. Oh. Let's see if this goes. Okay, I have an idea. Let's take this apart.
Okay, well, you're taking that apart. This is what I've got so far. So you can see it's not really uniform, but it's still pretty cool looking. And that's okay, especially when we're working with irregular shaped items. Sometimes if you allow it to be irregular, it looks a little better.
Yeah.
So we will continue adding some funkiness to it and tightening things with pliers. So like, let's say I didn't like how this was sticking out. What I can do if I can't like push it in how I want it to be pushed in is I'm going to hold it tight and I'm going to just put a little zigzag in there. And this little zigzag is going to look cute and it's going to tighten the wire up a little bit.
Fashion and function.
So look at that little zigzag right there. Or you could do waves since it's, you know, the ocean, whatever you want to do.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Jean says hearts. The hearts would be cute. Amy says, hi, did you make the pretty silver flower ring you are wearing? I love all of your YouTube videos. Did you make that, Becky?
No, I bought that from Macy's.
It's very cute.
That's from Macy's. Oh, it's on the wrong hand. Oh my gosh. I always wear it over there. I don't know how it got on my right hand. Yeah, I always wear it over there next to my wedding ring. No, I saw this on Facebook. It was an ad for Macy's and I liked it. And so I bought it for myself.
Nice.
Yeah. It was on a Christmas Eve sale, like 40% off or something. And so I had to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. It reminds me of, have you seen Inside Out, the movie Inside Out? The imaginary friend is Bing Bong. He's like part elephant, part cat, part, I don't know, dolphin, I think. He just represents imagination and childhood. And this looks like his pin that he wears on his lapel. And Bing Bong is pretty awesome. So that reminds me, just to stay creative, stay young, stay imaginative. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Let's see. There's that. And I thought I would put a crystal on top of this. Where is the hole? There it is. Look at that. That's fun. Let me try out the heart. Somebody said use a heart. So we're going to try a heart. Let's see this. There are 4 of these. So I could make a pair of those and a pair of the hearts. Let's try that. Okay, we'll set that aside. I'll do another one of those.
While she looks for that,
this one.
I wanted to just show you guys that I just twisted. Oh, where's my focus? There we go. I just twisted these together at the top. The trick is to make sure they twist together in the right angle or at the right angle, or in the right order to make sure they don't pop open. Also, a trick that I can share with you is to keep your fingers tight around those top wraps, otherwise it'll come undone. And what I'm going to do with these 4 wires here is I'm going to just turn them into a bail. So if you don't like multi-wire bails, you can just wrap these off and just use 1 wire, but I like the look of a multi-wire bail. I've got 2 here down at the bottom that I'm going to add some fringe or dangles from, but then I'm going to have 4 at the top to make it look like it's supposed to be that way.
You could put the mermaid at the bottom.
Oh, that would be cute. I was also,
seashell?
I had my eye on this one. I thought this would be pretty stinking cool. Sweet.
Or even the beach glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many choices. So many choices. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put together the other earring of this. Then I have an idea for the other pearl of the hexagons.
Yep.
Yeah. And we'll do that in a second. Let's see, where's the lavender size 8? There we go. Did it just go dark?
I saw it go dark on your screen, but over here it looks fine.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. And another lavender 8. And crystal. There we go. And so on the other ones I did close wrap loops, but on this one I'll show you a different kind of loop. If we have the tool over here. Do we have the tool over here? Yes, there it is. Let me reach across the salad bar and get it. There we go. So this is a 1-step looper. We call it a plooper. It cuts your wire and makes a loop at the same time. Let me put another seed bead on top to finish it. And I think Abby is going to leak that in chat.
I am.
Yeah. So there's a little hole right there. So you put your wire in there. There's not enough to stick out of the hole, but you line it up in there. Hold it here. Make sure not to break the bead that's right up against it. Slowly but firmly. Use the pliers, and there you go. There's your loop.
Consistent size every time.
Yeah. So I'm just going to finish this up and close it a little bit. But yeah, it's the same size loop every time. And it's just big enough to go on those ear wires that we were showing too. There we go.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, and then again, you can just put it on the hook. And Viola is an earring.
So cute.
Yeah. Okay, so let me finish that one, and then I have an idea for some more earrings.
Jan, I am so glad that you're going to give it a try. And I want to let you know that if you do it with cord, like Eslon or wax linen, it is way easier to do with like a waxed cord. So if you have waxed linen, I would recommend, I feel like with wax linen, a lot of people take the excess wax off. That's like a thing that people do. Or they'll smooth it down with paper. And that's fine, but that's probably not what you want to do for this kind of thing, because you want it to have a little bit of grab. If you are doing it with wire, make sure it's a soft temperament wire. And then if you are using Eslon or something that does not have grab, something that's kind of slippery, you can actually use like your thread conditioner wax. If you have like a beeswax cake or like a synthetic
beeswax cake? That sounds gross.
Speaking of beeswax cakes, I'll link those in case anybody needs.
Oh, it's that kind of cake. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking like birthday cake. Like, yuck.
You're silly.
Yeah. Okay, this is what I was going to do. Little hearts. I'm going to do hearts with those. And I used the
Thanks,
crackle on the
Debbie.
first one.
Debbie says, I love these kits. They're always so much fun.
I think so
Well,
too.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm glad you like them.
They're a lot of fun for us also. Our friend Sarah, who was here earlier and might still be here, she made the most beautiful necklace out of one of our monthly fun packs from earlier this year.
Yeah.
And I am hoping that she will share it in the Facebook group for you all to see because it is just stunning.
It's amazing. Yeah, she did a really good job.
Debbie says, I've always wanted to know what the difference is between wax linen and other cords. Well, that's a good question. And depending on the cord that we're comparing it to, there's going to be a lot of differences. So wax linen is great for knotting projects where you want a little bit of stickiness or a little bit of drag. So like netted projects, like let's say we're doing a netted project like the seashell wrap that I just did. Wax linen would probably be the best choice for that. However, wax linen can kind of sometimes get fuzzy. It is a natural product, so it does not last forever like a synthetic cord will, like Eslon or any of the nylon threads. It's also not meltable. Like if you use like a thread burner to singe the ends, the wax linen won't do that. But it is a kind of a soft, pliable, natural product that's great for knotting. So there are pros and cons to each different kind of cord, and some are kind of better suited for different projects. But what a lot of people do is they just experiment with different types of cord and kind of figure out what works best for you for that particular application. I know, like, if I was to use beads with a teeny tiny hole and I was doing like a ladder bracelet, like a wrap ladder bracelet, if the teeny tiny hole is too teeny tiny to fit anything else, I know I'm going to have to use like Fireline or Nymo or any of those like bead threads. But let's say the teeny tiny hole bead that I'm using is sharp or abrasive, like a metal bead or a crystal bead. I would use Fireline over Nymo or Eslon bead thread or any of those because those aren't necessarily as abrasion resistant. Oh, that is so cute. So, I mean, each of the different threads and cords has their pros and cons. And if you're ever in doubt about what thread would be best for what project, feel free to post your questions in our Facebook group, and then lots of people can weigh in on their preferences. There's no one right answer, but a lot of people have tried different cords for many different things and learned through experience. So we're more than happy to share any information or opinions that we have with you, because boy, do we have opinions.
We just like talking to other creatives.
Yeah. Jan says, hadn't thought of the Eslon, so many pretty colors to use on the shell. I would love to have the link for the wax cake. Definitely. I linked it above. We might have a comment delay, but I am going to link it one more time. Otherwise, if for some reason the device that you're watching on is not allowing links, you can go to beadplace.net and just search for beeswax or BW4, which is the product code.
Eslon's on there too. Eslon is one of my favorite things ever.
Eslon is great. Did you notice the new Shop Eslon display that I put up?
No.
It's for like shop use.
Oh.
That way we don't have to search for spools all the time.
Yay. Well, I'm excited to see that.
Debbie says, wow, that's great information. Thank you. No problem. I am happy to just talk forever about jewelry making supplies.
My tail on this is a little bit short, so I'm using another pair of pliers to make the ends go through.
And that's a great tip, is that you can use pliers in place of your fingers. If
I might end up taking this off camera because it's at a weird angle. Yeah, I'm going to pull it back in a second.
I'll show my bail here. So I'm not done trimming my ends, but I wanted a heavier look at the top to kind of balance out the shape of the shell. And what I'll probably do, depending on what I dangle from the bottom, I'll probably twist this loop at the bottom to kind of make it whatever right direction I need. But you can see with my loops at the top, maybe if it'll focus, I kind of spread them out a little bit. I just use my fingernail to do that. If you don't have a fingernail that is able to do that, you can use your pliers, or you can use like a butter knife. Just make sure you're really careful when doing it, because although the wire is wire, it is this is a 26 gauge wire, and so it is pretty malleable, pretty soft. So be really careful when you're sliding something between those loops that you don't just like mangle the whole thing.
Yeah.
It is important that we do use a pretty soft, malleable, pliable wire for a project like this, though. Otherwise, it could crack the shell, or it would not allow you to make these tight wraps around the shell, and then the shell could fall right out.
Yeah.
But let's say, like earlier, how I kind of tightened one of those loops. Let's say I don't like that this is not as tight down here. I can just go in, if just pressing it down with my thumbnail doesn't work, I can just go in and take some of that length out just by making some swirls or some little waves in it. So that really does tighten.
Like you did on the bottom of the shell.
Exactly. So that really does tighten everything, because a lot of that length is taken up in the little zigzags. And so you can do that wherever you need to, but it really is just a matter of trying to keep it tight as you wrap. It won't be perfect your first couple of times, of course, but there's nothing wrong with starting over, because wire's kind of one of those things where like you can't necessarily unbend all of the kinks. Mm-hmm. So it's okay to have wasted a little bit of wire if it helps you learn and get towards the end goal. So I was thinking that this cute little guy would look good here. What do you guys think? Do you like the starfish on the bottom of this pendant? Becky thought that this guy would be cute also, and I like that as well. I think I like the starfish a little bit more. I think the change in shape looks cool.
It adds juxtaposition.
And I thought that would be pretty also. Some of you that follow me personally, you might know that I like this little shell bead a lot. I probably use it too much. Mm-hmm. So I thought this would be really cool. And if one side of the shell is prettier than the other to you, you can always just twist your bail around until it gets to be the right direction.
Yeah.
And I've got seed beads sticking to me.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Well, thanks, guys.
There we go. Okay. I dropped the yellow on the floor, so we'll get that later. But there is my finished dangle.
So cute.
And again, it just fits on the thing here.
Caroline says, cool idea for the shell. Even some bead dangles. Ooh, yeah, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Super pretty, Becky.
Yeah.
Debbie says, love this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jean says, shell. Debbie says, starfish. Jan says, starfish. Well, I don't know. I'll think about it for a minute while I tuck my tail ends and see if anybody else has any opinions about it. Because you know we're all full of opinions.
3 earrings. That's what I've done.
Super cute.
Yeah. I dropped it on the floor, so let's not forget to pick it up later.
Okay. I won't step on it.
Ooh, you made me jump rings for these.
I did.
Thank you.
They're tiny flimsy, so they might need to be overlapped, but I didn't want to get up and leave again.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. So,
Kathy
here's my idea.
Fish. What's your idea?
My idea is to put these on here. But wait, there's more. I'm going to make a cluster of little bitty dangles of like 1 or 2 beads and put them like in front of it and behind it. So it's like a party.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm going to start doing that.
Amy says your wire wrap shell is beautiful. That would make a cool focal bead on a sun catcher. It would make a cool
Ooh,
focal bead on a sun catcher.
yeah.
That's a fantastic idea, Amy. Very, very cool. Now I have to figure out which side I like the best.
I love your bail that you did. I was noticing that when I was trying to finish my loop over here. Yeah.
You know, I could even add like a little dangle here, like from a head pin. I think that would be cute.
Oh, yes.
What I really want to do, and I've been wanting to do this for years, I would love to do a seed beaded hermit crab and just like have it coming out of the shell.
Oh, my goodness.
Like branch weave the eyeballs and then do like a little crab somehow. Probably herringbone. Herringbone would probably give me the best looking crab.
I dig it.
Claw, that's the word.
I dig it. That's fun.
I just thought that would be neat.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to use these little bitty crystals because they are adorable. Oh, are you going to use these seashells, Abby?
You can use them.
Oh, look at what I'm going to do. Where's the hole?
One thing that I forgot to tell you guys, I meant to tell you this earlier, was that if you don't want to have a dangle at the bottom, if you didn't want to add a loop, all you need to do is just overlap those two wires that you start with. And if you like these little nets and want more of them, or not nets, but the little joins, you can do more than 2 wires. So, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I'm going to use these honey colored ones. Oh, no. This one. Kind of a brownie pink. That's cool. And then a pink one. I'm going to make a couple dangles and then hang them from a jump ring.
Fun.
Yeah, around that. Let's see. So they're going to be little bitty dangles. Let's see. Try not to use the white ones because this is when I want them to stand out. Abby's people are here. She has to go let some people in the shop. Yep. Let's see. Oh, these are fun. Looks like there's some Picasso beads in here too. It's a Picasso finish. The seed beads here. Very nice. Very nice. Let's do a orange one. There we go. Just little bitty dangles, and you'll see what I'm going to do with these. Let me read chat. What are people saying? Somebody use that mermaid. Somebody use that mermaid. I think maybe I'll make a pendant with the mermaid tomorrow morning on the stream. Tomorrow at noon. That'll be fun. So I think Abby's going to put the starfish on the bottom of her pendant. Here we go. Okay, so there's going to be more dangles, but here's what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm going to use this plooper. Close wrap loops would be kind of cumbersome, so we're just going to use this tool again. Teeny tiny dangle. So cute. So cute. Okay, where's my round nose? Here we go. Round nose, round nose, round nose. I made up that song just now. Can you believe it? Round nose, round nose, round nose. Perfect. And let's do it again. I love this. Again, this is called the one-step looper. And we call it the plooper because the product number on the package it comes in is PLOOP. Ploop. It's a one-step looper. So, yeah. There we go. One thing you have to be careful of when you're using this is that you don't crack your top bead. But as long as you're aware of that, you really can't go wrong. I love that tool. We keep on saying that we're going to do a stream about our favorite tools. That would definitely be on it. For sure.
What, the plooper?
Yeah, the plooper. I just
I
told them
know.
why we call it the blooper. There we go.
Kathy says somebody use that mermaid.
I know.
How about tomorrow we use the mermaid?
That's
would
what I
be a
said.
good idea.
That's what I said. I said, I think I might make a pendant out of it tomorrow.
Sally would like to know the link to our Facebook group.
Hi, Sally.
It's so easy to find. It's just called the Bead Place Facebook group. But I did drop the link here. Sally says, my niece finished her Ren Fair outfit using beads from the Bead Place. I was going to post photos. Yeah.
I want to see it. Yeah. Sally and her
can't
niece were in here
wait.
last week, and they picked out some really cool beads. And her niece, an older teenager, was sewing her own outfit and making her own accessories for a Ren Fair. And oh, it was really cool. I think it's supposed to be like kind of a pirate, kind of a woman kind of a thing, but with a twist maybe. But yeah,
Very
they picked
cool.
out some really cool stuff.
While we are coming to the end of our speaking of pirates, I did want to let you guys know that tomorrow we are hosting a bead/yarn lovers open group in store. So if you're anywhere within traveling distance of the St. Louis area, we would love it if you would join us for a hangout starting at 1:30. It's free to attend. We just ask that you make a small purchase while you're here, and that helps keep us going.
Yeah.
We have a couple of other fun events coming up.
That's how adorable that is.
Oh, that is stinking sweet.
I was going to put all these on a jump ring, but I kind of like them just like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
We have Becky's gel printing class coming up June 20th. That is an in-person class. And I'm going to link that for you guys as well. Sally says she is so proud of it. Looking forward to hearing what everyone thinks. Looks great. The talent on that.
Yeah.
Just like the ideas and the construction plans.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Coming up in July, we have the Ava Motherwell collection one day only trunk show.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so that'll be in store July 12th. It's a one day only trunk show, so we probably will not have an online element for it. But stay tuned because I have some ideas. So those of you that are not local, I'm going to talk to Ava about some ideas for that.
I have ideas too.
It's tricky because she's only here for a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And then also in July, we have our 20th Great Bead Extravaganza coming up.
Wow.
I know. Our 5-year, no, I'm sorry. Wow. Our 5-year anniversary. The 20th is the Fall Fest.
Yeah.
5 years.
4 a year. There's one every quarter. Yeah.
Yes. So I will switch back to us. So I did link the calendar in chat for you guys so you can check out any upcoming events. We add more things to it all the time. We do events and classes by appointment too. So if you and a group of friends want to come into town and take some classes with us, we would love to host you. We have hotels right across the street.
Right across the street.
Caroline says Becky is making some fabulous earrings. I bet this kit is a favorite. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I feel like when you have beautiful beads, it's really easy to make fabulous designs. And then when you have a fabulous designer on top of it, it's just win-win for everybody, I think.
All of these are so mix and match. They really did a good job putting together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Sally says 5 years of TGBE. Wow, that has gone fast. I know.
So too. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So we will be, make sure you've joined the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group and that you're following the page, the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook page. We will have that info up on our website ASAP. I just got all the marketing, like the press stuff that I need for that. So I will get that posted probably tonight.
Taking my bracelet back.
Do you need me to size it back?
Probably.
For you? Okay. I was going to say, you're welcome to cut it and size it back yourself. But I figured since I did I don't want to call it damage. I was going to say, since I did the damage.
The alterations.
Undo.
Yeah. Undo your alterations.
I'll do it. I told Becca, I'm going to wear it as long as I can before Becky says something to me.
It was on the table, so I took it back.
Yeah, so we will not see you guys next week for streams. We
Mhm.
have a week off. Because I'm going away.
She's been singing that song by the
Um,
Go-Go's all day, Vacation.
No, I was only singing that because that was the song that was playing right
Oh.
before you turned it on.
Yeah. We like to have fun
Serendipitous,
here.
So yeah, we will not see you guys next week for streams. But if you miss us, you can watch any of the replays from any of our previous streams right on our YouTube channel. We recommend YouTube for any replays, as Facebook is no longer hosting stream replays after 30 days. So definitely check out the YouTube channel.
We'll always be there.
Yes, as well as over 100 full-length video tutorials for any of our kits. We will see you tomorrow at noon Central for more of this. We will be completing projects, starting new ones.
With coffee.
With coffee.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. You don't have to have coffee to come. We just encourage it. It's not required. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.